Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. So, I hope you guys out there have all had a great Christmas. We're coming up to, I think this is the 30th of December, and I've already been asked by numerous people out there as to when I'm going to be starting the chili challenge. So, I thought, after some careful consideration and knowing that at least two or three people out there, I know Rob and Jimmy have both kind of come back with the idea that they've starting theirs. I know Rob's already sown some seeds as well. So I know there's plenty of people out there already that are itching to basically get these in the ground. And I know for me, January is always the time when I start planting my chilies, albeit it seems to be a little bit early this year, basically because of I suppose, the excitement of another challenge to try and get some really good produce from. Right, so today I'm going to try and plant the three particular challenge varieties of chilies that I've suggested to you guys to grow in the attempt to get a good yield off the Eclipse versions, or a really long chili off the couple of varieties we've got here. So Joe's Long Cayenne and Thunder Mountain. So hopefully you guys will be growing along with me, hopefully to try and get some really nice chilies. So particular chilies that we're using are Long Cayenne versions. So this Thunder Mountain Longhorn, it's only a relatively medium kind of chili, 30 to 40,000 Scovilles. And then the Joe's Long Cayenne, which currently the world record holder, I think it's about 50.5 centimeters long, is the longest chili at the moment. And that is a Joe's Long Cayenne variety. So hopefully we can get some really, really good long chilies from these. So my plan today is to get them all onto my Super 7 propagator. So this is the Super 7 flatbed. It's all plugged in. I think it keeps things at about 25 degrees or so. I'll check the details I've got with it and just let you know as to kind of what temperature it comes to. It's not one that is controllable. The thermostat on it is either it's on or it's not. But they come with these absolutely fantastic little green trays, which you then have their own little propagator lid that can go on the top. So I've used these constantly now for probably the last 10 years or so, with really, really good effect, to the point where pretty much I get a new propagator set every so often. So I've actually got 4 of these now. Let me see if I can find that. Let me have a look. Right. Those wait for me to fall off the seat here. Right. So have I cracked it? No, it's okay. Oh, maybe there's a little hole in it. Should be all right. Right. Okay, so I'm going to basically sow all 3 varieties in this one green tray. So normally I would use Levington F1 compost, which I've just about run out of at the moment. So I need to pop to our local garden centre, which is, I say local, it's about 40 minutes away, but it's well worth the trip, because Levington F1, if you can get hold of it, is an absolutely fantastic compost for seeds. You don't need to sieve it beforehand. It's got a little bit of a coir content in it, so it keeps the moisture in a little bit better as well. And it's really low nutrient. So seeds, when you sow them, so all of these seeds that you buy, regardless of where you buy them from, they don't need any nutrients to start with when they first start growing. It's only after they've actually shown their head they start needing light and nutrients then as the season progresses. So what we'll do with this compost here, so this is actually just Jack's Magic, It's not something I would normally use for starting these off. But again, it's not a bad compost. It has got some nutrients in it, so I'm not sure how good these will be, but we'll give it a go. And what I'll do is I'll make 3 grooves in the compost. I kind of do this every single year. Now I'll either grow, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 varieties in each one of these. So I put one in each corner and keep going down so we've got 8 different ones, and I'm planting probably about 4 to 6 seeds or so. So these particular chilies, I need probably only about 3 or 4 plants. I'm not just growing them for the challenge. I really like these chilies, so fantastic for things like jams and things like that. The Thunder Mountain and Joe's Long Cayenne, these are both from Red Dragon Seeds, and again, absolutely fantastic company. I'm not affiliated to them by any means, but I've never had an issue with germination from Red Dragon Seeds. So you get these absolutely gorgeous little packets he's actually started printing now, so we're getting quite a few of these now, and there's 10 seeds in these little plastic packets that you get inside with everything written on them. Right, so I only need about maybe 4 to 6 plants, so I'm going to plant 50 of these seeds. No, I'm not. I'm going to plant about 6 seeds. I'm going to leave myself probably around 4. They give me an extra one there, so there's actually 5 in there. There's 6 in my hand, so there's 11 seeds in this particular lot, so I've got an extra one for free. So what we'll do, we'll put the seeds along here. Now I know some people are going to be soaking their seeds in cold tea. Anything basically with a tannin in it will help germination. I've never done that really. It's always been something I've never been that bothered with. And these annum varieties, which is basically what all of these cayenne peppers are, they're annum varieties of chili. So they germinate quite readily and they grow quite quickly. So 2 extra bonuses really for that. The other thing that these guys need is water. So I've got this kind of warmish, tepid water here. I should have done this really before I started putting the seeds in, but we should be okay. I'm going to make the area moist. I might need to redo the grooves and just push them down a little bit. There we go. Okay, right, let's make that groove a bit bigger there. Get into the groove. Okay. So you want to go about the same distance as what the seed is, size-wise. I'm going to put the first Total Eclipse thing in there. Right. We'll do the Thunder Mountain Longhorn. So these are the 2 chili types I've suggested for the longest chili. Both of these at some point in time have had the record for the longest chili. Thunder Mountain and Joe's Long Cayenne. There are other varieties of long cayenne type chilies out there. So there's one I grew last year called Vindaloo. I kind of had mixed results with it. It wasn't a particularly fantastically germinating chili for me, but I got a few off it. Again, they were quite long. So again, if that's something that you want to try, that I'm not really going to hold you to anything in terms of varieties to actually get the longest chili, but I do know that these 2 varieties I've suggested are very, very good for growing really, really long chilies. Okay, let's push those down, cover them up. Okay, so those people having a go on this particular Hang on, that wasn't Total Eclipse. That was Joe's Long Cayenne. That was Thunder Mountain. So those people having a go on the longest chili challenge, if you use the hashtag AOTB, that's AOTB, AOTD LCC25, and then I'll put it on the screen. That will enable me hopefully to see all the people that are actually taking part in this, and seeing their progress as well. So if you use that hashtag when you're posting your videos regarding this challenge, that would be great. Let me know how you're getting on, and then we'll just do the Total Eclipse one. So again, these are all my homegrown seeds. Again, I'm only going to put about 6 in here. I do like this particular chili though, really good tasting chili, quite mild. It's only about 20,000 Scovilles, but you do get, like I say, quite a good yield from these, which is why I've suggested this just for the yield, which is basically going to be the amount of chilies on one plant. So what we need you to do when you've got your plant all up and running, take a good picture of the plant, show us if you can you harvesting them from that plant, and then let me know what the weight is of that particular yield from that particular plant, if you're going to have a go at that one. It's a little bit more difficult to I suppose control, because I'm taking your word for it that you've not harvested off more than one plant, but hopefully everyone out there will be nice and honest with this. So that's my 3 varieties of chili for the challenge, all nicely done. So we'll put the lid on that, and then this will be put on the propagator in my bedroom, which I have already set up to take these Super 7s. So hopefully we can get some good germination relatively quickly. The other question I get asked quite a bit is, do they need light to germinate? The answer to that is no. They do need heat though. So if you don't have an under heater, like one of these propagators or under heat mats, that sort of thing, then stick them next to a radiator. Stick them on a window ledge above a radiator. You're probably going to have the same effect. The main thing you will need probably relatively early on in their growing is light. The thing about chilies, they need probably about 8 to 12 hours of light every day if they can, and they will thrive on that. You can remove most of the heat once they've germinated, although some of the Chinese varieties, so the super hot chilies especially, they do like that heat, and you will get a stronger plant if you carry on using heat whilst they're growing. I generally use a unit next to the radiator where I put all of these, and usually that's enough heat. It's about 25 degrees in my bedroom most days once the chilies start growing. It's almost like they actually make their own heat. It's crazy, really. It's almost like a tropical rainforest in my bedroom. Yeah, it gets quite hot in there. So we'll let you know how things progress with these. But say, if you want to do the Total Eclipse yield challenge, if you use Allotment of the Dead, so AOTD and then Eclipse 25. Again, I'll put it on the screen for you, and then we'll see how things go with there. If you want to put them both in the same video, if you're planning on kind of doing both challenges, then please feel free. In terms of the longest chili, what we'll do is we've got the say that's the chili. We'll have the end, which is the pointy end, that will be the end of the chili, and then you'll be the bit where the calyx actually attaches to the chili, and we'll actually take the measurement from where the stem actually joins the chili to the end of the chili. So we'll use that particular measurement as being our measurement. I think that's how they do it in the competitions. I'll double check If I need to change that, I'll let you know. But I think that's probably what we'll do. Right, the only other thing I'm going to do today is another little challenge for myself, really. My daughter, bless her, she knows my love of chilies, and she bought me this vodka, which is actually a chili vodka called Instant Regret. I probably am going to regret this quite heavily. Again, I'll probably go for a rum before a vodka, but I mean, the colour of that's got to be infused with some sort of level of chilies to actually turn something clear into that colour. It says 40% on it, so I'm not sure what the heat of this is going to be, but I'll give it a go. It's almost like there's a sediment in it. Oh, blimey. It actually smells like white spirit, which I think for me most vodkas do. Right, we'll give this a taste. Right, guys, Happy New Year. Ooh. It actually says on this, imagine gargling molten lava as a boozy inferno rages through your body and scorches your senses. Well, it's worse than that. This is probably the hottest vodka on earth and likely the preferred tipple in the cocktail bars of hell. Ooh, it is actually quite hot. That's probably on a par with probably the purple mamp that I had earlier in the season. It was a really good tasting chili, and that heat was really, really good. I mean, that, if you weren't used to chilies, that would be a scorcher, I think. Wow. Anyway, that's not going to be my tipple for New Year, which is tomorrow. I'll probably end up getting a nice rum to see in the New Year. So all of you people out there, hopefully you guys will have a fantastic New Year coming up. Have a great 2025, guys. Hopefully the growing season for all of us will be fantastic. Good luck to all of those doing the chili challenge. The more the merrier. If you've got friends and relatives that want to have a go as well, get them to join in. And till then, we'll see you on the next video. So all the best, guys. Take care. Bye bye.